It's okay.
Try it now.
Hey, y'all.
Everybody.
It's there now. Sorry.
Hey, everybody. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back. And things like that happen, and we're all human. So, welcome back to the show. I'm sorry if you guys didn't hear us the last 5 minutes. We'll just quickly jump over that. At first, we talked about Creatures Commandos being Rotten Tomatoes being 100, scoring them 100. So, that was pretty cool. Yep. I was telling Zach how I 50-50 was shitting on it because I didn't give it a chance. But it's only because I don't like villains, and I don't know these villains. So, it was like, okay. But hearing that it got 100, I'm like, okay. I did have belief in it. I just didn't really know if I was feeling the idea. But regardless, it's good to hear that they got that score. We talked about how Marvel and DC currently have 2 shows that's coming out, and they might be competing with each other, which I was telling Zach, I hate that. But
y'all know I love beef.
I hate it. I hate this because I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to hear people like, yeah, this show is better than this show. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I just want to watch it without, because I feel like sometimes.
To me, I don't necessarily need that.
Yeah.
But what I like about, because I don't need to go to people and be like argue with them. This is why Marvel's better, or this is why DC's better. But I like to see when the companies are, because whenever they have competition, like, I mean, it's standard business, you know.
Yeah.
One company has to do better than the other, and that means satisfying the consumer.
Right.
So if we are the consumer and we've been complaining about Marvel and DC for so long, well, we were complaining about DC before Marvel, but now that people are complaining about Marvel more and that DC is getting better, they're forced to compete against each other again, which means the quality is going to go back up because they're going to be like, shit, like we need to please the consumer. And if they're not pleasing the consumer, then they're going to make some internal changes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's competition is good for the consumer, which is why I'm all for the beef.
I guess if you're a superhero fan, at the end of the day, everyone wins. But I really hate the fans because the fans make other fans feel like, oh, that show's like for example, for Agatha. I mean, we know that was for the gays. We talk about this all the time. It was for the gays and the girls, and they loved it. The gays and the girls loved it. They ate that shit up on TikTok and Twitter every week. But
no, as soon as I was watching like the first 2 episodes, I'm like, oh yeah, this is like one of James's shows. I knew. I'm like, I feel like I know what like everyone else is thinking because of you.
I seen the clip of Agatha, I said, oh, this is. Well, I can't say the full word, so I'll say an acronym that the gays say. But I was like, oh, this is totally charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. So I was like, okay, this is really like for the gays and the girls. So this makes sense. But like, of course, I know. But even so, I feel like regardless, like nothing to do with sexuality or all that other woke shit. Because y'all love using the word wrong.
Yeah, before he used the word on me while the sound was out. What context was that? I don't even remember.
I know I said you. Oh, because you said sign language. And I was
yeah, we were all on that. We were talking about how we represent. Yeah, I know sign language. I can do the alphabet. Well, you say, oh, we were talking about trademarks because of the T. I said to put a T on it. Mm-hmm. Trademarks because we came up with an idea. All right, the Spectacular Sagittarius. Now we'll reiterate again. Now that I'm saying it, It's our team. Marvel and DC. You do not take it. Live proof. We just created it here.
Well, T, did you know? I was looking today, and I was like, who is any superhero that's actually Sagittarius's, and you know who I found out was a Sagittarius?
You say it's Batman.
No,
I'm kidding.
No.
I do have some cool news about Batman.
Hell no, Batman's a Pisces, believe it or not. And I was like, no, sorry.
Yeah, Pisces. What?
Yeah, no. I'm like,
he actually has a birth date?
I was like, well, that's what they said. It was canon in the show. Like, they gave it a date, but I don't know.
Oh, in a show.
Yeah.
But not necessarily in the comics.
But
we can still change that.
But these are the one that's in the comics. So Jessica Drew, which is
that's Spider-Woman.
She's a Sag, believe it or not.
That I could totally see that.
I can totally see that too. I said, you know what? I thought about her the most is because she was pregnant, still fighting. I said, it's so Sag.
That's exactly what I thought. I said too.
That is so.
That's exactly what's going through my head.
I was like, she's such a Sagittarius for that.
That scene from Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know if you've seen it. You haven't seen the movie, right?
I've seen the movie, but I'm like, it's blinking. But I seen the movie.
It's like one of the first scenes she shows up, and Gwen is all like, "Oh my God, I love you," and asking about her kid, and she's like, "Yeah, we don't know the sex yet."
I don't know.
A funny scene.
In the comics, I'm like, do we even know who the father is? Because I feel like I never heard of the baby daddy. Like, so I was like, so she's a hoe. Like,
it's the spider that bit her.
Anyway, but yeah, she's a Sag. Osborn.
The Green Goblin?
is a Sag.
What?
Yeah, he's a Sag.
Because he's crazy.
Yeah.
We're crazy.
Yeah, I know. I was like kind of annoyed with that. I was like, oh,
My Green Goblin? It's green. And I'm wearing green pants.
Am I Spider-Man?
You're Spider-Man. Or Spider-Woman.
I'll take being pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be
Also, how do you
pregnant.
do that? How do you do, like, isn't she, like, won't she break her web? Like, she mad heavy pregnant. Not fat shaming.
the web won't. The web could withstand any weight.
Okay, because I was like, because she used to do that. I'll be impressed. I was like, how does she do that pregnant? Like,
Don't underestimate Peter Parker's science there, bro.
It's just-
He got it all figured out.
But you just
He
wanna-
said,
you
pow, pow,
curious.
pow. Now
Like,
hold
did
my
she
weight.
test that? I feel like she tested that when she was like 8 months. She was like, let me just try it out one time and see if I can still go back.
Now, you know what she did? She put on like she knew at some point, because she's a woman and she's a superhero, that she's going to get pregnant at some point because she's planning on having kids. So whenever she got her powers,
Planned this. She just planned to fight crime while pregnant. That's another thing. You're like, you're crazy.
well, she always planned on having kids, but once she got crime, she was like, I'm not letting that stop me. So she tested her weight
Such
by
a
putting
Sag.
bricks on her, probably. No,
Bro,
I'm just
my
making
thing
this
is-
up. I
bro,
don't know.
my thing is though, like, God forbid, like, if you're a terrible villain, like ruthless, like just like Bane level ruthless, like
Will you punch her right
in
there?
the
Is that what you're saying?
stomach, like she is a
Yeah, how-
bad mother. She is a bad mother.
Or maybe she's just really good at what she does by the fact that she hasn't actually gotten that to happen to her.
Speaking of really good at what they does, did you know this other person is gonna shock you and she's a Sag?
Yeah,
And
tell me.
they're best
I don't
friends.
know.
Her and Spider Woman are best friends and they're both Russian. I'm giving you
Russian?
Russian. I'm giving you a hint.
I think if you say Russian, I think I know. There's 2 characters that could possibly be.
Well, I only know one of them being best friends with Spider Woman. So,
All right, who is it?
oh, there's another one you know. But we're focused on this one. There's 3 women I know. Black Widow is a Sagittarius.
Right. I
Candle
figured
Moon.
it was Black Widow. Now you're talking about Natasha?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when I said 2, because I knew you were talking about Black Widow, so it's like it's either Natasha or it's Yelena.
Nah.
So-
Natasha and Spider Woman and Natasha are best friends. Actually, they was rivals turned into best friends. Fun fact. That is in the comics.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Don't you love that?
And then last one is Hellcat. She's a Sag.
Hellcat.
Yeah. Patsy's a Sag.
And
And-
she's
and-
got my last name. Patsy
Is
Walker.
that one of your variants?
She's a variant of me?
Let me find out.
God. I mean, she is blonde.
Why do
She's
you hate
blonde.
her?
with Well, her
technically,
character was written so poorly.
well,
but she's blonde with blue eyes, and so am I.
And we talking about comics. I don't know her real hair color because it's always orange in the comics. So I don't know her real hair color.
Yeah, because in the show, it was orange when she was playing Patsy as a child. It was like dyed. But her natural color was blonde.
Blonde. Okay. I thought she switched it. I thought she was naturally orange and then she turned blonde in the show. I thought that was a switch. I thought that's why they did that.
Yeah,
to
no,
try to hide the fact that she was Hellcat. I thought that's
No,
what
there
they were
was
going for.
there was a scene in the show, I think, where when her mom was auditioning her, she was taking her, like the producer of the show or something or whoever they were auditioning with, he had orange hair. So her mom was like, "Hey, we get you orange hair, even though the character's supposed to have blonde hair.
Oh, that
like,
was in the
it'll
flashback,
appeal to
right?
him."
Yeah, because that was showing how bad Jessica mom was. Her adopted mom was to Jessica. Yeah. Oh man, I miss Jessica Jones. Anyway, we can do this every time. I'm sorry. But yeah, is that our 4 Sagittarius? Spectacular Sagittarius. I can see them.
That was 4 characters. Okay, yeah, you said Green Goblin, Spider Woman, Black
Hellcat
Widow,
and
and
Black
Hellcat.
Widow. Yeah.
All right, the spectacular Sagittarius.
I hate that. I hate that for Green Goblin.
Yeah, and I guess he's the leader.
Why is he over Natasha?
the smartest.
And Jessica,
He's the smartest.
but
And Jessica-
impulsive.
The only reason that Jessica could have the partner is because she's Spider-Man. But the other 2 totally have no business being the partner.
Natasha could lead, but she's just too. Maybe I do want Jessica to be my leader before I want.
Do you
Natasha.
want your leader to really have that many secrets?
Okay, you ate that. You ain't have to do my girl Black. I'm not even a Black Widow fan. You ain't have to do her like that.
Hey,
Why you
I'm a
call her
fan for
shady?
Black Widow too.
Why you
I'm just
call
saying.
her-
No, she just. I don't know if someone with secrets is really leadership potential. You know what I'm saying?
Batman.
I wouldn't say he's
Well,
the
he's
leader.
not a leader. Yeah, you're right.
That's
You're right.
Superman.
He's not a leader. Well, he kind of
But
leads. He kind
here-
of leads the Bat family.
Batman and Natasha can have the same sort of position when it comes to like their teams though.
Mm-hmm.
Like Superman's the leader, but Batman, I guess, what would you call it? Like he's like
The strategist.
he's the glue, the structure. He holds the team together.
Yes, I agree.
And like
Natasha
you need a yin and a yang. Like you have the leader, but then you have the guy who's like he's like the low key leader as well. That's what Batman is. And Natasha could be that. The low key leader, the one who will make the hard choice at the right time. Yeah. And then you need like the leader for like everyone to look up to. The high key leader.
You know what's funny? Now looking at Avengers Assemble, I kind of saw that with Natasha. With certain moments in Avengers Assemble, she low key did play Batman. Because I mean, Captain America was already like Superman, and Iron Man was already like, I want to say Hal Jordan for some reason, just like millionaire playboy. Yeah. Like personality wise, we're not going off of like
right. That's why it's always so hard for me to compare like Iron Man to Batman, because a lot of people do that, just the fact that they wear like the suit and don't have rich. Physical power. Yeah, and they're rich. But I'm like the way they operate.
Their parents.
Yeah, and that too. The way they operate is like so completely different.
Yeah.
So it's like what Tony means for the team is not what Batman means for the team.
Yeah.
Like what you're saying, like Black Widow and Batman, like that's definitely more like it lines up. And what's funny is when we did watch that show, I felt like for some reason, just Black Widow just felt like she would like her character in that show. I don't know if it was the voice actor,
Laura Bailey. Mwah.
She felt like a character out of JLU. Like if you put that Black Widow and put her in JLU, it just felt like she would mix with those characters just fine. Like I don't know why. Like it just felt like
I feel like that Black Widow was very adaptable in her environment. It could have been a voice actress, but but that Black Widow was very adaptable in any environment. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she could work with anybody if she had to get the missions done. But I feel like on a personal level, like you saw it with Hawkeye, you saw it with Thor, you saw it with Hulk, like she had personal like. And I guess that's rare, right? Because most Black Widow comics, I feel like she's always icy and always standoffish. But I feel like Avengers Assemble was really good enough for Black Widow to break down layers and show a softer side, but still affirm. Like, very stern, very affirmed, very grounded character. And still stay true to Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? But when there was moments where she's seen that they're vulnerable, she let that soft side in. I don't know, but that could also be her training, too. Like, she can also have that training whenever she's a whole Russian spy. So maybe she has to have that kind of training as well to show empathy and sympathy for people to get them where they're at, to calm them down. That's also lit, too, I think. So it's just like, you know, I used to hate Black Widow, but now...
I remember that.
I used to hate Black Widow. I hated Black Widow. I was the first one to tell you.
Like I almost forgot about that, but I was like low key thinking like this something feels off about him liking Black Widow. Like I couldn't quite put my finger on it until
the
just
only
now.
Black Widow I like is Avengers Assemble, and that's only because my favorite voice actress is Laura Bailey. So when I found that out, I was like, oh, it's lit. I'm sticking to it, but I just love her voice. But she also, I feel like, did justice for her character for Black Widow. So I guess you can thank Laura Bailey for me liking that Black Widow, but that's the only Black Widow you will ever see me support, because I don't like none of those Black Widows. I just don't. I'm sorry. I hate Black Widow. I just find fanboys only obsessed with her because she's hot. That's it.
Yeah, I never really quite... like, Scarlett Johansson's pretty, but like I never really felt like the simp energy there.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't simp for like someone like her, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like there's others like, that are easier to...
Well, you're going to hate me, but I used to thought that Elizabeth, is it? For Scarlet Witch?
Elizabeth Olsen?
Yeah. I don't find her attractive in the Scarlet Witch.
I think she's a lot more attractive than Black Widow.
I don't find need, and that's, yes, I'm gay, but regardless, I'm talking about like beauty. I don't know. Maybe it's because the way how they make her look as Scarlet Witch. I think she's very pretty outside of her Scarlet Witch outfit, but when she's wearing it, I just don't find her attractive. I don't know how to explain it.
See, I think that's probably like because you're not into women, like.
But that's
like,
not
most
not fair though.
No. What I mean is that like because your look on women and like what makes them attractive is like different from like.
Okay.
Because when she's in the when she's in the Scarlet Witch look, that's when guys, in my opinion, find her most attractive. You know,
It's just the costume.
I like her better
then.
like that than her
I
normal.
think it's the
self.
costume though.
I mean, she's always looking good. No, it's to me, it's how do I describe? It's like it's more like here, just the way her face looks when she's Scarlet Witch.
She looks old in the face when she wears Scarlet Witch. And
she doesn't look old.
But I think it's also just the veins popping out because she's acting, and two, she's. I believe that's how Scarlet in real life, if a superhero was in her real life, I 100% think she's a great Scarlet Witch. I'm just saying when I look at her, I don't see beauty as Scarlet Witch in that moment because it just looks so like, oh, scary witch. Like that's what I see when I look at Scarlet Witch.
That's what I see when I look at Agatha.
Yeah, I feel
Elizabeth, like with Elizabeth Olsen, I don't know. Like I don't see that. I don't think she looks
You
old.
know who I don't find attractive either?
She looks like scary, but it's like a hot kind of scary.
I don't find Brie Larson attractive as Captain Marvel.
Brie Larson's not really that attractive.
No, I loved her in Scott Pilgrim.
You know,
I
some
thought she was
people.
pretty in Scott
Can
Pilgrim.
I just say real quick? A lot of those haters for Brie Larson were so fake though, because like 2 years after Captain Marvel came out, they were all raving about her tits, and they were like, "I take back everything I said about," because there was some like interview where they were all raving about it.
I hate straight men.
No, it was kind of the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
But
I'm like, you guys
you know what
couldn't
it
even
is? I
stand
just
by
don't
your
like.
point.
I just even when her hair was growing back, I didn't like the haircut. I was like, ugh. and that's both Captain Marvel and Brie Larson when they did My Girl Dirty with that. I felt so bad for Brie Larson because I like her, but I felt so bad that she was playing Captain Marvel. Long story short, I just hated that for her. But because I just knew like this was gonna taint for her, and I was like, this sucks. Like they're setting you up for failure, girl. Like this would be really cool if they didn't switch her design. If you was regular Ms. Marvel, I think this would be better. But even then, they just did her dirty. So, but I don't find her attractive with the short hair. Even when they was growing it out in Endgame, I was like, okay. Like it just, I don't know. Like they just, I feel like Marvel comic wise just don't capture beauty well. Like when it comes to Marvel characters and cartoon design, I think it's great. But when you are doing live action, it just doesn't go well for me. The women, at least. I mean, the men is the men. Even then, I don't even find the men attractive. Like everyone be like, all the gays be going crazy for Hugh Jackman, and I just don't see it. I am not.
Really?
I am
You're
not
a
attracted to Hugh
guy?
Jackman. I love Hugh Jackman, like personality and character. I am not turned on by Hugh Jackman. I am not turned on by Ryan Reynolds. Like I am not turned on those men.
See, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm not turned on by any of those men. There's like no MCU guy. I'm like, oh, he's so. Oh,
You know, I do hear a fair share.
Chris Hemsworth brother. Was it Liam?
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. In the Wolverine originals. Who played his brother? Who played Logan's brother?
In Origins?
Origins, yeah.
That was Liev Schreiber, however you pronounce it.
Okay.
I don't think
Okay,
he's related to Chris Hemsworth.
I thought someone was related to Chris Hemsworth. I probably got confused, but
I don't think.
I guess, but that's not MCU related. But I guess he's the only guy that got it for me as attractive. But that was it. Like in the face, he was just handsome. Now we talking about Aquaman. You know, we going there. Yeah,
You'll make him Lobo. Keep him in the MC. Keep him in DCU for Janes. Make him Lobo.
Wouldn't that be like an RDJ stunt with Dr. Doom making him Lobo as from Aquaman?
No, because it's a different universe, and he sucked as Aquaman.
Not too much.
He really
Not
did.
too much for my daddy.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'll be nicer. We'll not say sucked, but I'm gonna be honest. The whole portrayal was trash. It's just
Is it because
the
of
costume
Amber?
was not right. It has nothing to do with Amber.
Okay.
The hair was not right. Like you can't be Aquaman and then play a Thor parody.
Don't do that.
You need to just be Aquaman
Why was
from
it
the
a
comics.
parody? Not you.
Because they were trying to be Thor. I'm telling you, why did he have to get facial hair and
Not
get
the
that
parody,
buff
though.
like that? It was like, because that's Thor's whole thing. The long hair, being buff.
That's OG.
That's Thor's thing. Like, Aquaman's got to be buff, but he doesn't have to be that buff. They need the king. Like, you need to get, like, a king vibe for Aquaman. And I mean, yeah, Jason Momoa could have that, but they never utilize that.
So for me, right?
So, like,
my take on
and he looks like Lobo anyway, so just make him Lobo.
My take on that was I felt like they was trying to use him being Samoan to use the connection as Aquaman. Like I felt like they was trying to go for a Samoan vibe for that. That's my only take on that. That's the only reason why I can think of why they picked that. That's really it.
But then if that's the case, then then can we just get a black Superman already? Like why can't Superman be black, but then we can change Aquaman?
Who would be a good black Superman though?
I'll take Michael B. Jordan. He wanted to do it.
That's so
I mean, he wanted to do it, so I'll take him.
No, I'm tired of seeing Michael B. Jordan.
If someone else comes in, it's just because he was the one who was speaking about it.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
And it was a while ago before he was in everything.
I just can't think of any black actor that could play Superman. I just don't want Michael B. Jordan to always be that default. Because I'm like, damn, there has to be...
I feel like I've definitely seen a black actor that looks like I wouldn't say Michael B. Jordan looks like Superman, but I've definitely seen a black man before that I'm like, yo, he looks like a Superman. But he's not Superman.
No, I felt that. That's why I was like, I don't always want to... There has to be. Well, if that's the case, can we get a Nubia? Can I get a black Wonder Woman, my Nubia princess? Can I please get her?
That's what I'm saying.
And don't let it be Lupita.
If we're going to do that with Aquaman, then people should stop complaining whenever we do that at all. No one complained about it for Aquaman. I don't think we should complain about it at all, honestly.
No, I wasn't complaining.
I know. I'm saying, because when people complain when Superman is black, but then, everyone seemed to forget to complain when Jason Momoa was, you said Samoan?
Yeah.
Which, I'm cool with that. But, then can we get black Superman?
No, I feel you. Also, guys, careful, Zach. You don't want to be woke.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to be woke. Gotta be careful with what you say, man. Gotta be careful. Don't want to get you canceled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I hate this community. Anyway, sorry.
Dubs in the chat.
No, what I'm about to say. But, yeah, but there's so many characters and actors. But even when Crisis, when I felt like that Wonder Woman was Brazilian, when I kept saying, is she Brazilian? Why does she keep... This accent is killing... That accent was killing me. I don't know what they was going for, but that accent was killing me in Wonder Woman. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, wouldn't it at least make more sense for her to be I don't know, some sort of European?
I was saying Greece in my head.
Yeah, Greek. Greek.
That's exactly made more sense.
Greek, but Turkish.
Yeah, but she just sounded Brazilian, and I was like, what is this accent? She honestly, they should have created the character Fire, because Fire is Brazilian, and then maybe that would have made more sense if that actress played Fire and gave her 8 lines. But that one, that Wonder Woman she was the only one out of all the characters pissing me off. I hated hearing her voice. Sorry to the actress. I'm sure you're a lovely lady. I'm not disrespecting you. I just hated your voice acting. She was pissing me off. I could not get into her.
The only reason I think was just because she wasn't the Earth 1 Wonder Woman. Because she was, they wanted, I guess, a reason to, even though Earth 1 Wonder Woman wasn't even in the movie, but they still wanted a reason to say, to just establish a difference. Mm-hmm. So they just gave this one an accent. Because the previous movie that connected to this one was Justice Society War World.
Yeah.
And that,
I don't even remember that one.
We didn't watch that one, but I watched that one. And
but I still don't remember all the other ones, if that was using the same voice actors or not. Like Dark, I'm saying.
Yeah, no, because that wasn't the same Earth as this one.
Okay, got you.
War World, Justice Society was Earth. That was the Earth 2 movie.
Okay.
That was the crossover with this one. JL Dark. I'm not sure. Maybe that was Earth 1. Yeah, it had to be Earth 1 because Constantine was in it. Yeah, and Flash. And Justice Society was also it was also a precursor because it had Earth 1 Superman in it. Mm-hmm. So I think was it Superman or Flash? One of them, they started out on Earth 1 and then they went to Earth 2 and they met Earth 2 Superman, Earth 2 Wonder Woman, and then they came back. I think that was I can't remember who it was but yeah.
Well, I guess this weekend we're going to have to restudy that. I don't know if I can handle Crisis again. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I'm ready for that marathon. Crisis is, I think I need 6 more months before I watch Crisis again. I'm not going to lie.
It's just 3 movies.
Nah.
Hour and a half.
It was the ending.
Only the last one was really, really exciting.
Exciting and hurting at the same time.
When I rewatched the first 2 parts, I was like, damn, they start out really slow.
Yeah, but then the second and third one, the second to the end is where it like, okay,
Both the ending of the first one and the second one get like really really good.
yeah.
But
Well, the beginning of the second one was good too. I won't lie. The beginning.
which part?
I'm talking about the part where they all come together and they see what's his name, Anti-Monitor. When they're like when Vixen got the last line, I was like, okay, Vixen.
That's the beginning of the third one.
That's the beginning of no, but it cuts at the end. Oh, so I'm thinking the ending of the second one.
Yeah, it's the ending of the second
I'm thinking of the ending of the second one because the beginning of the second one is when they all join in the world, right?
I'm just gonna get a water. I'm thirsty.
You can keep talking.
While Zach gets water, we are sponsored by KDC, Knock 'em Dead Comedy.
Saying what you were saying.
I know this was a great time for promotion plug. Book us for your murder mysteries. If you have a birthday party, if you have a divorce party, we're your man. Book us. Yeah, no, I know. The second part is when they all came together at that. What was his name? He was the one that gathered everyone together.
Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I can't. It's like
He was the monitor.
Monitor.
Oh god, it had like an actual name.
Yeah, I can't think of it right now, but I know there's Anti-Monitor, Monitor.
Yeah, he was like the last monitor left because there were two other monitors in the past. God.
Also, I wonder where Brainiac was at during all of this. Or
Brainiac.
Or even Trigon.
Brainiac. He was in the first part. Remember they stopped him.
Okay.
And then was he in the first part? No. He was in the third part. Right? We saw him flying a spaceship at one point, right?
And we was like, oh.
No, wait. Wasn't that the ending of the third part? When he was flying the spaceship, like as like a tease or something? I remember there was some part in one of the first two parts at Brainiac 5 because of Supergirl's story, and then he disintegrated because his universe went out.
I think so. I think
then they showed
shook.
Yeah, and then
with John Constantine and who was it? Who was it? It was John Constantine and someone else that was walking in the portal. What is Doctor Strange? I mean, Doctor Fate or John Constantine? Somebody was walking in the portal together.
At the end, Spectre took
Spectre,
Constantine.
Yes.
Spectre took Constantine.
But then something happened, right? Like once the world merged, something happened, and I don't remember.
Mar-Novu.
That was the guy's name that brought everybody together in Crisis.
I'm pretty sure it was either Mar-Novu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm not ready to watch Crisis again because.
Well, yeah, we got to finish Titans first. We've been watching Teen Titans. That's what we spent doing celebrating our birthday.
Yes, and Teen Titans is the most goated anime next to JLU. I can't say which is better though because they're both. You can't really say so far because you're still watching Teen Titans, and I'm watching it with you, but. They're both equal in my book, so I can't put one versus the other.
I don't know if I did say to you yet, but since we started season 3, like the first 2 seasons were already good, but this season so far, it feels like the quality just went up a bit.
Wait till 4 and 5.
It's like it's getting good.
Wait till 4 and 5, brother. Wait until 4 and 5, and then you'll be like, oh, so we got a budget. We got a budget update. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
really?
Cool. Wait till 4 and 5 of Teen Titans. But the writing in Teen Titans 4 and 5 gets much heavier. Like maturer. Like it's still a kid show, but it gets more mature.
They are doing the Harry Potter thing.
Oh, I didn't think of it like that. But yeah.
At least that's what I assume. If that's because
I guess I didn't think of it like that, but yeah, they're getting more mature. And not just mature in the sense of like their character, more
right,
so
like the
writing.
Yeah, because they probably knew that their audience was going to be growing up, and that they didn't want to lose that audience. Mm-hmm. Plus, the younger audience could just go back to the start if they wanted to, and then they'll catch up in their own time. Yeah, I love when they do stuff like that.
Yeah, but you could already see though, like the start in season 3 with Tara and everything about how like, I think from there when Tara turned into Stone, that's when they knew they was like, we can even take it further. There's even there's even a racist episode, but it's not with who you think, and it's funny because who you think is the one that was oblivious to the racism. And it was. I want to tell you.
Well, now you kind of told me.
I want to tell you.
But it's ironic because I guess Cyborg is the one being racist.
No, Cyborg's the one being oblivious to the racism.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I thought you. Yeah. So that's what I meant.
There's a new character on there, and
I thought it'd be someone being racist to Starfire.
Yes. So
okay.
Character. It's not funny, but it's funny because Starfire ate Cyborg up. And
people are always being racist to her in that show. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, I hate that for my girl, but I love it at the same time because it shows that, and she's so sweet and innocent. And I was like, why is she always catching a stray? But this guy doesn't like. He's like the Star-Lord. From what I remember, he's like a Star-Lord in the DCU. I don't know if he's an actual character or if they just created him, but he's like a Star-Lord, like a captain, if you will. And the team, everyone loves him. Raven loves him. Robin loves him. Like they're like, oh, he's so cool. He's so cool. And he is racist to Starfire's planet. Like but he always called her a slur. He calls her a slur on the show. And of course it's a made up slur, so everyone, of course, Cartoon Network could get away with it because it's not like a real word. But he calls her a slur. And Starfire ate Cyborg up because Cyborg went to her and was like, what's the problem? Like
Starfire said the N-word?
No. But here's the T. Here's the T, because we know Cyborg's black, but he's a robot, right? So here's the T. So Cyborg was like, what's the problem? He just calls you that, like thinking it's a joke. And she was like, you of all people. This one shook me because I was like, you people. But hear how she ate. This is how she ate. She goes, you of all people should know what it's like to be offended, especially with you being half human, half robot. And I said, oh, they ate that. They ate that because they didn't want to use him being black. They wanted to use him being half robot, half human. So she was going with him being a human race, but he wasn't full human. But do you see the little psychology
I'm
there?
off the camera. My reaction had me leaning so far back. I was off the camera.
But you know,
I was like, oh.
But you see the psychology there? I was like, oh, she ate that because she's not going after your skin. She's going after you being a human. Like how she's a different species, how you're a human species. She don't care about your black, you're human, but you're half robot. So you of all people should know what it feels when you're being attacked. She ate that. Give my girl her 10s. Give Starfire her cookies. My girl Starfire, she's woke. She's woke. That's using it correctly. Which camera? She's woke. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one.
Thank you.
Well, you were off of the screen.
Either or. I just wanted to make sure they knew. But yeah, anyway, that's really one of my favorite episodes because I wasn't expecting that.
The writers were really walking the line.
They was tiptoeing in their Jordans because
Jordans.
I was shook. I was like, oh, Starfire, because I thought she was gonna go for the black, but she went for him being just.
Yeah, no, I was like, I thought you were gonna say that. That's why I was like on the edge of my seat here.
No, but
and then I leaned back.
But that's how I liked it because they was just like, yeah, you're black, okay, but you're human. I'm not. I'm a different species. This guy is calling me a slur. And you have all people who's half robot, half human, who's been complaining since season 1 and season 2. And now you don't understand where she's coming from? Like, that's why Starfire ate that for me. I was like, oh, she ate that. I was like, give the writer... They should have won an Oscar, an Emmy. Hell, give them a Tony. I felt like they ate that. Like, I love that episode. When you watch that episode, you're going to see why I'm so geek. Because he was... ODing her, like just dismissing her, like being nasty and rude. And I was mad at everyone because I'm like, and at season 4 is the start where you see Robin and Starfire start to really like each other. So it was kind of pissing me off that Robin was the one not paying attention to him being racist to Starfire. Like I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like self-awareness. But anyway, yeah, Cyborg finally understood and then like was clocking the guy for being racist to Starfire and was like, yo, chill out on that. But Season 4 and Season 5 is where they up the drama. Like, it was really good. Like, even Slade come back with an S on his... Oh, let me not say... Okay.
Slade.
Anyway.
Slade.
You know how long it took me...
how they call him Slade.
As a kid, you know how long it took me to realize that the reason why they couldn't use Deathstroke, because of the name in Teen Titans, so they couldn't use Deathstroke. So that's why they use Slade. And I didn't know Deathstroke name was Slade Wilson as a kid growing up until I was older. Do you not know how annoying I was when I was like, that's why they did it?
And then how much longer after did it take you to realize that Slade Wilson sounds like Wade Wilson?
That didn't take long. That didn't take long.
And then you look at them side by side and you're like, wait a second. Deathstroke, Deadpool. Wait. Whoa. Someone copied somebody.
Still a good, Hawkeye, Green Arrow, Arrows. Although I'm still not.
I don't see it.
I'm still not over the. You know why you don't see it? Because it doesn't matter. Hawkeye took Green Arrow's woman. Literally left Marvel to go.
Right.
That is still to this day mind-boggling. That out of all the characters from Marvel that DC took, you take Hawkeye for a Black Canary love storyline, making my boy Green Arrow a cuck. Like, what? Oh, can I say that? I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. YouTube, please don't knock that off. But yeah, that pissed me off. Bro. For Green Arrow, that pissed me off. They did my boy. I'm not even a Green Arrow fan like that, but just seeing how they did him, I was like, nah, y'all did Oliver dirty here, bro. Like, how y'all just okay with doing that? Like, and Black Canary, you did 2 missions with Hawkeye, and all of a sudden you in love with him? Like, girl, get out of here. Like, that comic threw me off. I hated that. But,
You know, like, at first glance, I first think, like, Oliver Queen should be the one who takes that. But then I realized, like, you know, Hawkeye is also kind of Southern. And he actually might just be a little bit more slick. But really, at the end of the day, Oliver was the one who deserved it. So that was kind of messed up.
That was messed up.
But I think Hawkeye is just a little bit slick. Like, Hawkeye gives, like, that slick fuckboy energy.
I'm giving...
Oliver gives, like, the who you should have went with energy. You know?
You know who should go with him? Mockingbird. Do it. I support it. And you know Mockingbird's my girl. So I support it. And they both blonde. So the kids are going to come out perfect. Do it. No, because that was messed up. I hated that. You know what I also hated? An Injustice where Green Arrow... I think Green Arrow in Earth 1 and Black Canary in Earth 2 was together. I hated that for some reason. It just didn't feel right. Because Black Canary, Green Arrow died. And then I think something happened to Black Canary in Earth 1. So they merged. And I didn't like that.
I feel like that's always... Like, that feels like a repeated story for Green Arrow and Black Canary.
Right?
Like, didn't they do that in Injustice?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
It's always like... Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
No.
I'm sorry.
They did that in Injustice.
But I still feel like that was done somewhere else. What? Crisis? Was that done in Crisis?
Oh, kind of.
That's why I'm thinking of it. Yeah, Injustice and Crisis.
Think about that.
Yeah, Black Canary... No, it was her mom. Dina Drake. It was her mom. Or Dinah Drake.
That was the Black Canary that was in the Justice Society, right? And in the Crisis movie was the daughter. Right? Because didn't she tell her mom, like, I love you or something, and her mom died in another Earth? Or her Earth, Black Canary's Earth, right?
No, I think Dinah Drake was in it, so maybe they met. I don't even know. I don't.
It's been so long. We gotta rewatch it. That's how you know Crisis. Like, oh God, it was so sad. Everyone dying in Crisis was so sad for no reason, except for Huntress. She ain't died. Very.
But yeah, in Injustice, Superman kills the Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Because Green Arrow, the way he saw it, Green Arrow was... So Green Arrow tried to shoot Superman
with the
kryptonite arrow. Superman just went, whoop, like flicked it as it was coming right, flicked it, and it just happened to kill his dad.
But then, you know what's so funny? but the other Black Canary in the other Earth had a gun and shot. Oh, can I say that? Had a weapon and shot. Yes. Okay, I just want to make sure. Sometimes, YouTube be sensitive. But shot Superman in the chest with Crypto, and it landed, but he took that out and still snapped her neck. So it was just crazy how they both died in different universes, and still they brought back together by Doctor Strange. By Dr. Fate. Yeah, whenever he
That was Injustice?
that was Injustice.
Wait, but which Injustice universe?
I don't
'Cause
know
it
how
couldn't
many
have been-
universes does Injustice have. I just
mean,
know
it's
in one in the other one he kills her, and in the other one he kills Green Arrow, and then he merged them back, and the ones that was left alive and the other ones come back together. Because the other Black Canary that Green Arrow, whenever she was pregnant, that one was pregnant. The other Black Canary that died wasn't pregnant.
I don't
And Harley,
remember any of those. The way
and Harley Quinn helped take care of Black Canary's child. Fun fact. This was all in Injustice.
No, I'm not getting it because in Injustice they brought over the other universe because they had the good Superman. So why would he have killed Black Canary?
Oh, that's a good question.
And that was the Green Arrow that got with this universe's Black Canary. And the Black Canary from here was the evil Superman. The evil Superman.
Yes, but Black Canary still one died. Either or one of them died from both. The Green Arrow from one world and the Black Canary from another world died. Either or. So that's what I'm saying. I'm a little confused myself, but I do remember they both. She died because she shot Superman in the chest, and it didn't kill him, and she killed him. But I also remember Green Arrow dying too. But I remember Dr. Fate brought the ones that was left alive together. That part I do remember.
Yeah, I think I do remember that. Because by Injustice 2, it was Earth 1 Green Arrow with Earth 22 Black Canary. That's where Injustice is, Earth 22. So Earth 22 or 26?
How many Earths are there?
It's infinite until you deal with Final Crisis. No, it's infinite until after Flashpoint. Then you had the new 52, which was only 52. Then was Rebirth, so we're back to infinite. It's infinite. That's all you need to know. It changes a lot.
When they made My Girl Black.
Come on.
What?
Oh, no, I was saying come on to this. Injustice is... It's either Earth 22 or 26. It's like... I'm always getting this stuff confused.
I can't blame you, though. So many Earths.
22. Yep. Yeah, I know. So many Earths.
Many Earths. Like, how is anyone supposed to lock in with all these... Anyway. But...
You know... Since we're talking about DC, I'm going to switch us from Superman to Batman real quick.
This is a very DC heavy conversation.
We keep talking about DC.
I know, you're loving this one. This is like so DC heavy.
Well, I found out something great this week, the week of my birthday. And it turns out that there's a certain actor that plays like the most perfect version of a certain superhero that was born not too far from where we live. So, you remember the voice actor from JLU? The man himself. Who? Arkham, the animated series. Kevin Conroy. The best Batman.
He's from Long Island?
He was born in freaking Westbury.
You're lying!
Guys, we are in Governor's Comedy Club, so we're located in Levittown.
They don't need to know where we at.
You
might have some stalkers.
That's public knowledge, bro.
You might have some stalkers. Fanboys is different.
They know where Governor's
we
is.
say some controversial things.
I already said it. So Westbury's the next town over.
I need to get my license. I'm going.
Westbury's the next town over. Like, one town away from where Kevin Conroy was born.
That's crazy.
And he didn't move out of here, or at least from what I gathered, he didn't move out of here until he was 11 years old. So he spent a good 11 years here. And then he went to Connecticut.
Ew. I'm so sorry for him.
Yeah, I know, right? But,
Sorry, I'm just not a fan of Connecticut.
11 years here? Man's an actual New Yorker. Not to mention Long Islander. Not to mention Nassau County-er. Westbury, man. Westbury-er. Man, he's from Westbury, Nassau County, Long Islands.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro,
I never would have thought that.
He's from our world, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, that's...
this is our world.
We walked the steps he walked.
Exactly.
We breathe the air he breathed.
We're coming from the same world, bro. We're it's crazy. That's crazy. Batman was right here.
So you mean to tell me next Halloween we dress up as Batman and then just be in Westbury?
Yeah.
Trying to be part of it.
I'm gonna dress up as Kevin Conroy.
I'm gonna. Does that make me? Do you want me as Terry, or can I be Huntress?
Whatever you want, but you have to dress up as the actress that plays Huntress from that show. I don't know.
I was like, I don't remember Huntress.
I'm just because I'm dressing as Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless she had a daughter, and I don't know about it. And if she did, who she had a daughter with? Because let's be real, Huntress was a hoe.
You want to dress up as Kevin Conroy's daughter?
No. Well, technically, what? That's Huntress is what? Earth 2?
Huntress is Earth 1.
No, Batman.
Oh, Batman's daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but Kevin Conroy's Batman, I don't think he ever had a Huntress like that.
Yeah, he.
But yeah, she's
Although
Earth 2.
they technically, in Crisis, met.
Yeah, but that wasn't Kevin Conroy.
No, I meant Terry. I'm talking about Batman Beyond.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, they met.
Because that's the same Terry from the animated series.
Yeah. But he didn't get a lot of lines. So that was whack.
Well, yeah, because they wanted to keep it like kind of, they wanted to make you keep guessing, like, is that him? Is that not him? They wanted you to like not know until the end.
You know.
Yeah, but they had us like guessing. Like it wasn't confirmed until it was like the end. Then we were like, oh, that is.
But JLU already kind of confirmed it too. Well, no, yeah, because that's remember when JLU when Batman had his remember when Terry was trying to figure out in the JLU.
I'm saying in Crisis, like we didn't know if that was the same
Terry from JLU.
From JLU, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like from JLU and from the show, because we know that the show and JLU are connected.
That's like we
know that, but we didn't know that Crisis was connected to that show and JLU. That's what I meant.
That sucks. Does that mean the only person from that JLU was representative was Terry? Technically, that sucked. Not sucked, but
he was. Yeah, he's the last, I guess, relic from that universe. And then they went back, and then we got one last glimpse at the wall, and then for some reason, John and Hawkgirl had to kiss.
Yeah, one glimpse of.
Until they showed Batman and Joker. Then that last scene they had together, like that was one of their best scenes ever. I loved it. And I think he said the lines, "I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman."
You know, when I see Batman fans,
what do you see?
Nothing. No, I love Batman, so it's fine. But yeah, I do want to dress up as Huntress though.
Helena Wayne. Yeah, I bet you're happy that he said that he's proud of her the most.
So all my gays and girlies, we won.
All the girly girls.
So, yeah, I teach you one K-pop song.
All the girls are girling.
I teach you one K-pop song.
That's what it sounded like you said.
And you still kill me to this day talking about the other one's a superior. The original is the superior one.
Huh?
Versus the one I showed you, the two versions. All the girls are girling. He was like, dude.
Oh yeah, the original sounded better.
You don't.
They both sound good. I just like the original better. Not that it's a song that I'm even gonna listen to regardless.
I'm like, you don't even care about the song.
Like I'm probably never gonna hear it again.
not if you're around me. You are. Especially in the summer. Oh, I'm playing that. Anyway.
All right, but I'm playing Kanye back. If I'm gonna listen to that, you gotta listen to Kanye.
The 6 minutes one, or which Kanye song are we doing?
Oh, we're gonna do like the 10-minute Kanye.
Oh my god! I gotta bring a book. At least mine is only 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Yours is like a 10-minute episode. Like,
all right, it doesn't have to be 10 minutes, but like his good songs are 5 minutes. Like those are really good songs. I'm just saying.
No one's taking that away.
Man's like a superhero making those songs, you know.
He literally was.
That's his superpower.
Are we calling Kanye a superhero? You gonna get us canceled by the Jews? Oh, sorry. Didn't want to hit the controversial. Gonna get us canceled. We're gonna have to start streaming on TikTok. I have Jewish roommates. I'm safe. I went to West Hempstead Middle School, predominantly Jewish. I'm safer. Sorry. I'm good.
That was just...
What happened?
Just got me. I just wasn't expecting you to say it.
Come on, this is Let Them Cook, a superhero podcast where there's nothing off limits here. Not even Kanye.
I just wasn't expecting that.
So James Gunn, this is the tea. This is the tea with James Gunn. You should be excited about this. So James Gunn did an interview.
Yeah.
And in a recent interview, he was talking about how he feels like the reason why movies are sucking, and I've been saying this, I feel like James Gunn has a secret account on either TikTok or on YouTube, and he'd be watching our podcast because
elaborate on that. What did he say that made it sound like that he was really listening to us?
What we always said, basically about how MCU movies are trash and not memorable. Not MC. Well, yes, MCU, but superhero movies in general. He didn't just say MCU, but superhero movies in general. And how like they don't always succeed well, and how they always fail screenings, and they always have to rewrite and reshoot. I mean, look at Daredevil, they have to reshoot. Look at Captain Falcon, they have to reshoot. And he was going on basically saying, I'm not about
I did see that. Yeah, he released that quote saying that they design their movies in a way where they won't need like these drastic reshoots.
Yes, so I respect that, right? As a superhero fan and as an actor, because production and everything is doing movies, so I get that. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll trust you, but it's already looking bad for you because you're taking on something where your movies wasn't up to par. Not your movies, but your company movies wasn't up to par. So now you're doing cleanup. So it's going to be hard to get these fans to trust you. Like, if you want to make me a fan, it's going to be hard for me to trust you. Simple as that. You know? Not knocking James Gunn. I'm just saying.
You know, that quote, we were just talking about Marvel versus DC beef. That was straight up, that was shots right at Marvel.
But he's not wrong, though. I won't take
He's not wrong, but he's straight up calling out Marvel the way like Kendrick just called out Lil Wayne. It was like this passive aggressive.
No, you and I both agree that Kendrick did not call out Lil Wayne. He was just expressing his emotions. That's
what I'm saying. Okay. That's what I like. He got back Lil Wayne for like the saying like, oh, they took this away from me. Right. But he did it in a way where he didn't necessarily diss him. And that's what James Gunn just did with Marvel. He's like, he's not technically dissing them, but he is kind of like it's like this passive aggressive sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like in response to what you're saying, I like that he has the confidence though. Because I was saying back when he took over DC, like right after he bought it, like, or not bought it, but you know what I mean? Like right after he became the president. Yeah. I was saying like, yeah, James Gunn is good, but it's not like he's extravagantly good. Like, I don't think of him as like a Scorsese. I don't think of him as like David Fincher. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think of him as like this high level, like, yeah, he made the Guardians movies. Yeah, Guardians 3 was one of the, like, probably the best movies of all time. But, like, I don't know. I don't see him as, like, at the same time, he made Scooby-Doo. Like, you know? So, like,
Scooby-Doo?
I think
the old ones back in 2000s? Baby, don't do that.
Those live-action ones.
Don't do that. Baby, Scooby-Doo was eaten.
No, it ate.
Oh, my God, I love Scooby-Doo. If that's the case, I will... Where's my ponytail? Where's my scrunchie? Because
those movies are good, but it's not like that. It's like, can you see him making like this very serious tone sort of, like all of his movies are weird.
Well, not to knock the Superman movie.
Can you see him?
Not because he's doing the Superman movie, right?
Yeah, he's directing it.
So I'm nervous. Because I have to see it before I give my opinions, because I'm not about to crap on something before I see something. That's not fair. Because look at me with Commando, Creature Commandos. But I was originally nervous when I kept looking at like the screenshots, So I was nervous looking at that, because I don't know if I was feeling it. I was like, this seems unserious, but I can't give it. I have to give it a chance before I just knock it, So I'll give it a chance. And isn't James Gunn in creative control of Creatures Commando as well? Or no?
Yeah, he should be.
Okay.
Yeah, he's overhauling pretty much everything.
Okay. But yeah, I respect what he said. I respect him.
Yeah, it's simply a time will tell scenario. Because in these situations, it's always just like, Like there's been plenty of times where Marvel said something and then it always went the opposite way. You know?
Like
So it's
Blade.
like Blade. Yeah, which like who knows if Blade's canceled or if that's like we don't really know.
Well, they said
It's like kind of but not. So
yeah, they
but,
said he's gonna be part of Secret Wars, and apparently he's gonna be in other projects. That's all we got.
all right. Yeah, well, thanks for a waste.
I do feel like
But-
I do feel like it's because he's old though. Like
Well, it's because when they announced it, he was ready, and they just couldn't get moving on it, and now they waited too long, and
Yeah.
now he is old. So,
yeah.
but we diverted for a second. Where were we going?
James Gunn and the movies.
Yeah. I feel like the position he's in right now, it's like an only time will tell situation. It's like, again, I'll compare it to Kendrick again. It's like right before Kendrick did what he did with like Drake this year, it was like people could have been 50-50 with him. Like you asked generally, you would have probably gotten 50-50 answers. You know, right now that's James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if he proves himself, he's gonna be like the Kendrick Lamar of superheroes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if this because this next year, this is it. Like the DCU starts, and if this year goes well, Creature Commandos goes well this month, and then 2025 goes well, then people are gonna be excited. But if it doesn't go well, the whole schedule is canceled, everything flops, and then DC goes back to having these internal issues. Maybe The Rock comes back. Who the hell knows where it goes? But DC continues being a mess if this year fails. But if he proves himself this year, then it's going to change everything for DC and superheroes right now. And like I said, he'll be the Kendrick of superheroes, the superhero genre.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna be like those people that knock it before they see it. But I'm nervous because James Gunn is saying some big boy words. So, you know, as a superhero fan, I want to make sure this is really good. I want to make sure I'm like, okay, this was cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and he definitely does have a point with those words because what exactly he's talking about with those shots is Captain America. With those reshoots is Captain America because that's been going through like they shoot the movie, they do reshoots, it fails, they reshoot the movie. They shoot the movie, they do test screenings. It fails, then they reshoot the movie, test screenings fails. Like they keep trying to redo it, and it keeps failing in the test screenings. And I think now they're at a point where they just said they're just gonna just finish it and release it. They don't even care if it fails or something in test screen. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. That's what I interpreted from the quote. But I know it's like. Is this movie gonna be good, or are you just releasing another failure?
I never asked,
But that's what he's talking about.
I never asked for a Captain Falcon out of everyone. Like, I mean, you still could have gave me Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy a movie, and then ease on up to like having that be a setup to something, you know, for Secret Wars or something. But I never asked for a Captain Falcon movie. I never asked for a Winter Soldier movie with Thunderbolts. No one asked for that. But here we are, so...
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I kind of... Because, like, if you really look at it, it's like the Captain America story was probably fine ending with Steve handing off the shield.
Right.
Like, we probably didn't need to see, like, what happens to Sam next.
Yeah.
It's good knowing that, like, Steve's passing off his legacy and that it's in good hands.
Yeah.
Now, like, he could show up in other Avengers movies, but I'm with you. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to make him the centerpiece of a Captain America 4 without Steve Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another direction I was going. Like, so there's other characters, new characters that are more important to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know Simu Liu.
Mm-hmm.
He's not happy with Marvel right now because they're taking too long to put out a sequel.
I don't blame him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame him either. But like, you know, this Captain America movie, like maybe they could have spent it. Like they're gambling with this because it might end up failing, and the Thunderbolts might end up failing. While Shang-Chi 1 was really freaking good, made a lot of money, and you're guaranteed it's probably gonna make a lot of money again when the sequel comes out.
Yeah.
So like they could have put that out this year.
Yeah.
And see what like
hell even for
that
shits and giggles we could have had Moon Knight a movie.
Yeah, honest, they're completely wasting Moon Knight. I mean, I heard that season 2 might not even happen. Actually, no, I take that back. instead of season 2, it's going to be a movie.
Oh, it is going to be a movie.
Yeah, so they're not wasting Moon Knight. We are getting a Moon Knight movie.
Okay.
But who knows how long that'll be, because they have a whole schedule, so it's probably going to be after Secret Wars.
Why? But isn't Moon Knight super important in Secret Wars?
I don't know, but they just have a whole schedule. Or maybe, you know what? You know what I just realized on the spot?
What?
Is it really a coincidence that Blade's not having a movie anymore and now Moon Knight is?
What's your correlation? Like, what's your reasoning? Like, I feel like
they just announced that, or not announced, but it just kind of came out that Moon Knight's getting a movie. Like, that just happened.
Oh, okay.
And Blade, they just said that too, right?
Oh, so you're saying Blade is taking a step back and Moon Knight is taking a step forward?
And they took Blade out, they put Moon Knight in. You know what that might mean? Blade is probably going to be in Moon Knight to make up for it.
Okay.
I'm just putting the pieces together now.
That makes sense. That puts two and two because they did say Blade will be in other projects. So.
Yo, I'm going to clip this because I think I just figured something out here.
So you would want to see Blade and Moon Knight in a movie?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it makes sense because they're part of like that like darker side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like what's that Marvel thing?
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Sun. Midnight.
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns. Yeah.
Because it's got, I think Blade's on the team. Moon Knight. Black Knight is on the team, which we saw last time we saw Black Knight. He was pairing up with Blade. So, Doctor Strange. You know, Ghost Rider.
Technically, Magic.
Punisher. What?
Magic. She's X-Men. She's the girl with the blonde. It's like Elena. She's the girl with the blonde.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she's also in that, but I don't know if they're gonna use her because X-Men and everything. So, but that would be kind of cool. They could still like kind of use her, I guess. Like she doesn't have to be any association from X-Men. But I know that's where she's from. But she's also Colossus, She's also Colossus' sister. So I don't know. Maybe that won't work. Yeah, they're related. They're both Russians.
You know, I'd be down for that, but Marvel has a thing for like taking characters that should be related to each other and going like,
yeah,
making them have no correlation.
Yeah,
like Hellcat and She-Hulk. I know they're not physically related, but it's like they should have been like best friends, and suddenly they were just.
Yeah, it was just like hinted.
Wasn't even hinted. I don't even know what it. Yeah, how we doing on time? Do you like? Are we? Do we need to finish it?
Well, we just hit it an hour since the sound was fixed, so.
We're all done? Record?
I'm saying how much longer we can.
Well, if you want to go a few more minutes to make up for losing sound, that's fine.
I feel like I got everything out in the open until new. Marvel and DC news has been kind of slow lately, so it's not like there's anything really to report or talk about, but...
Yeah, it has been slow. I mean, as of right now, it's just like, I feel like, it's just, we're in that excitement period. We're in grace period.
Yeah.
Excitement is building up. It's like the little calm before the storm, you know?
Yeah.
Because next year's a big year. You know, we got 2 animated shows this month. Something low-key to keep us, like, just mellow for now.
Yeah.
But then Daredevil starts up in March. And, man,
very weird.
Things are going to pick up. Things are going to get spicy from there. I'm excited for Daredevil, but I'm scared, too. So it's like, that's like,
I'm not scared for Daredevil.
I don't know.
Or maybe that's just because I'm a Daredevil fan. Like, not fan, but, you know, not fan.
I'm a Daredevil fan, too, but it's just like with all the problems Marvel is having, like, how do we know that this... Like, I want this to be, like, season 4 of the Netflix show, which everything sounds promising. Like, they got the original cast and crew back. Like, the crew part is very important to me. Like, the guys who wrote the script, the guys who produced it, like, everyone who did all the technical shit. Like, they got everyone there. Like, I think the fans were, like, we really chanted, save Daredevil. But it's just the fact that it's Marvel. Marvel has, like, a weird thing lately where it's, like, the show will start out good. Like, right, it'll air, and it starts out really good, and then by the end, it turns such crappy. And then I'm also just... They announced it as 18 episodes. So why are we getting 9? 9 and 9. You said 18 episodes. That should mean 18 season 1, and then 18 or more for season 2.
That's a lot.
That doesn't mean, like, you don't announce it as an 18 episode series and then split it up into 9 over the course of a couple years, because that's basically a season 1 and a season 2.
Yeah.
Like, they call Breaking Bad season 5 B season 6, really, because it was spread over. It didn't air until a year later. That's why it's called a season. Marvel. Because it airs for one season, and you don't see it again until the next season.
Why are you talking to Marvel like they're your 4-year-old child? Like,
because it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And it's the whole reason why I'm scared for Daredevil. You announced an 18-episode series, and how many episodes was the last one? It was 13 a season. It was 13, and now you're giving me 9 episodes a season. But you're going to bullshit it and say that it's not 9 episodes a season, it's 18 episodes a season. But you can't say that when I'm only getting 9 for a physical season of the year. And then I have to wait till that next season, the following year, to get another 9.
Marvel, just go in your room. Me and Zach gotta talk.
No, you can go in your room and you can finish the production for those other 9 episodes. Okay. And then if you want to delay the series by another 6 months so you could get that working, so you could get that going. Well, I'd rather see a good series later than a shitty series now. But I don't know how I feel about Daredevil. I don't think it's going to be good.
Let's give it a chance before we just knock it. Like I said, I didn't think Creature Commando was going to be good, and then they got 100 Rotten Tomato score. So, let's just give things the benefit of the doubt before we judge. And then when we see it, and then we can knock it.
You're usually the guy who says that animation is the way to go, and now you're saying animation is not, and the live action.
I'm loyal to the Netflix Marvel live action because I was always loyal to Jessica Jones, Daredevil, and Iron Man.
Iron Man.
I mean
Iron Fist. Iron Fist.
All right. On that note,
Daredevil Born Again is going to be Iron Fist writing. How much you want to bet?
James Merchant is out of here. His 28th birthday is tomorrow. And
happy birthday, James.
Thank you. And it's always a pleasure to talk to you guys here at Gov. And make sure you subscribe, you guys comment, and you guys come back here every week to watch everybody on the show and support everyone here. And make sure you look us up at Knock 'em Dead Comedy as well. Please book us. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to see a murder on your kitchen floor. I promise you.
I do the sound. Sometimes. So you might see me there.
Yeah, if you book us, we can both come. Yeah, book us. 2 for 1.
Yeah, then
you get a show and you get 2 podcast people. So,
and if you know your superhero shit, then we'll get your contact info.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.